Yes, yes, yes. Victory at last. Well, at least in from some part of California and about a couple few other states wanting to uh, fix the gun rights that are in California with thanks to a judge and hi there, kitty. Yes, we have a new friend now. Anywho, we have two to what we have here with the Ninth Circuit and California essentially with the assault weapons bans. Repeal should say 22 states urged to the Ninth Circuit. I mean, it looks like we're finally heading in some ways. Another small win, like I've been saying, guys. It's still going to be very, very difficult. I would still recommend voting in 2024 if at all possible, and in 2022. Because it's still going to be crucial. We have to win our country back, and we got to kick a lot of these people out. And our Second Amendment is one way where we can do that, because if all else fails, we have to start a revolution at some point, and make sure we keep our country the way it is without people trying to remove the amendments, our rights, and refuse to get into communism. People moved here to get away from communism from where they were at, and that's kind of where we're going. And the only way to stop this is, well, with things like this. So, California assault weapons ban repeal should stay. 22 states urge Ninth Circuit. Yeah, well, I agree with. I don't really. I don't really agree with the fact that the assault weapons ban should stay, because it is what it is. I like my guns. I like the freedom that has to be able to defend ourselves in places like Portland and all these great other states. That is running amok with Antifa and BLM. It's pretty difficult for for this all to go good in those states and protect yourselves. First on, a coalition of 22 states on Wednesday announced it has filed a court brief in support of a decision that struck down California's ban on assault weapons, which that liberal state has now appealed to the Ninth Circuit Court. Yeah. There was also the 209 bill that we also successfully removed, but that never came about. Luckily, that never got to the surface. Otherwise, it would be a huge problem for a lot of other people. The coalition led by Arizona is urging the Ninth Circuit to uphold to uphold a lower court decision to strike down the 3-decade ban on the state's definition of illegal military-style rifles. Yeah, which has been a huge problem in California, where we were not able to have very hard to get any kind of like AR-15 at all here, let alone guns or ammo in general. It's a pretty awful state for having your Second Amendment here, but it looks like that's about to be fixed, at least some kind of headway. A federal judge overturned the ban with a permanent injunction earlier this month, but has given the state 30 days to appeal, which it is doing. California first restricted such weapons in 1989 and updated the law multiple times, defining the nebulous term assault weapon in such a way that the judge said there were 185,569 assault weapons in California alone. There's no such thing as an assault weapon, guys. That doesn't really exist. And an AR-15 is definitely not an assault rifle. It stands for Armor Light. A lot of people get that confused. I really don't know why they think AR stands for assault weapon. Besides, other than A something for assault and R stands for rifle, and it's really ridiculous. There's a reason why people that don't use guns or anything needs to take a gun course and actually understand on what guns are and all of that, because what these horrible liberals want to pretty much want you to believe that we have assault weapons, even though you can't necessarily buy them at all in our state because they're technically banned. And the only other way to really get is a license, which is incredibly difficult to get, which most people don't actually go after. And even if they did get those licenses, those people are not the ones that are doing mass murder. So, there you go. and getting attacked by a feline. The Republican states urged in the amicus brief that the law strikes at the Second Amendment by targeting guns that are used by millions of law-abiding citizens for a myriad of lawful purposes. California's law criminalizes mere possession of commonly used arms, even in the home, for self-defense, and therefore the law strikes at the core of the Second Amendment. The brief says, therefore, even under a balancing approach, the court should apply strict scrutiny. By outright banning constitutionally protected arms, California has failed to engage in only tailoring, let alone the narrow tailoring to require to pass strict scrutiny. This is the big one, guys. 22 states are pretty much with this, and that's a huge pointer. Those states would be Arizona, Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, West Virginia, Wyoming, and signed into the brief. That's a lot of states. That's 22 states. That's pretty huge. And all these states are pretty much going to be acting their own kind of source of law, which we'll be getting to later on. And hopefully, guys, that we can change a lot of things. California, if we can change the gun laws here for California, that'd be really, really huge. Because, that's a step in the right direction for our state. To actually be able to defend ourselves, especially with the crazy Antifa and BLM running about. So, yeah, this is really good. Our Second Amendment is constantly under attack from out-of-touch Californians and ignorant special interest groups. Arizona Attorney General Mark Brnovich said in a statement, America must never abandon her law-abiding citizens and their fundamental right to defend themselves. Exactly. Because there's also people that live in rural areas, right? And we have to also defend ourselves from wildlife, not just people. And, being able to defend yourself is a very important thing. And also to be able to defend ourselves from the tyrannical government that ends up, wanting to take over its people. Which some people think that's not going to happen, but, those people are idiots because they're not educated. I'll say it as it is. The way we have it here, in our beautiful country, is that we have the one of the very few rare abilities to actually defend ourselves with our weapons. But in places like New Jersey, where you can't protect yourself and you have to escape, yeah, that's just don't live in those states, guys. Leave those states, by the way. Good thing I was never actually going to go there, because fuck that place. California officials argue that assault weapons are more dangerous than other firearms and disproportionately used in crimes, mass shootings, and against law enforcement with more resulting casualties. Yeah, but they're not. They're not more dangerous than other firearms. They're the same as every other firearm. They're only a single shot, so they're not any dangerous. Honestly, you can do more damage with a shotgun because it spreads. So, at the end of the day, they're not more dangerous. They also object to U.S. District Judge Washer Benitez's description of the AR-15 as a combination of home defense weapon and homeland defense equipment like the Swiss Army knife. Depending on how close you are with a knife, guys, it's a gun is not really going to help you. You're probably going to be stabbed before it even reaches a point to really defend yourself. So, equating firearms that have been used in many of the deadliest mass shootings in the country with Swiss Army knives has no basis in law or fact, Attorney General Rob Bonta said, calling the ban an important tool in protecting the safety of Californians. California's assault weapons ban has saved lives, and we refuse to let these weapons of war back onto our streets, Governor Newsom said in a statement. No, if anything, it's hurt lives, because criminals are going to get guns anyways. I hate our governor. Our governor's garbage. I want him out. Hopefully the recall goes through, because I do not want our governor in our state anymore. This ban was enacted after a shooting took lives of 5 school children and injured countless more, and my administration will do whatever it takes to ensure protecting Californians and leading the nation in gun safety laws. It's not gonna protect anyone, because the people that get these guns are gonna just get them anyways and hurt other people. They don't care about your laws. It's not protecting anyone. How about putting actual people to protect these actual schools and do thorough checks rather than just removing the right from people. God. This is a fight California will never back down from, period. Yes, California should back down. Because it's not, you're restricting people's rights. You communist hack. Get out of my state. And go to another country, by the way. Governor Newsom, how about you leave my state and go to another country? Please. Another country. Like, Canada or the UK. Any other country. Or your favorite, China. Go to those other countries. But leave my country. Please. I don't want you here. The brief is one of a number of multi-state briefs led by Arizona against what it sees as restrictive laws in California and New Jersey. Last month, 22 states led by Arizona and Louisiana urged the Ninth Circuit to again rule against California's attempt to ban high-capacity magazines after the court agreed to reconsider its decision to its rule unconstitutional. Agreed. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, it is unconstitutional to remove the rights for people to bear arms or anything. We have the Second Amendment for a reason. And places like New Jersey, Chicago. Well, we'll see what the hell is going on in Chicago, because that's a wasteland. It's not helping anybody. I don't understand why people just can't start seeing where if you remove guns, it's not going to help people. That it's going to hurt people. Because people that really want to hurt someone are going to find it hurt someone. And if you go out and look at the UK after they remove all their guns, there's more stabbings, considerably more than there actually is gun shootings in America. So, I mean, pick your poison. And honestly, stab wounds are worse than gunshots. Because gunshots usually will go through you or whatever, and you have to patch up the hole or whatnot. With stabbings, they go through you, but they damage so many more organs and stuff like that, where it's not even good. Like, it's really bad. So have fun with your stabbings, guys. For me here in America, I'm gonna have fun with the right to protect myself from people that actually want to do me harm, rather than having my be a victim to other people. So that's the video, guys. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. I want to hear your guys' opinions. And hopefully I see you guys in the next video.